Hi there, my name's Adam. I'm from Out of the Lab Wealth Consulting. Our toll-free number is 888-570-4470. I'm about to start a series on being in debt and the fact that you probably want out. So the series is called Wealth Acceleration, and this is part 1, What is Debt? So debt, by the dictionary, at least financial anyway, is a state of owing money. So, in more general terms, it's a state of owing anything. You might owe somebody a cow, for example, if we were really living back in, say, colonial times or something. But basically, the way that we think about it today is the state of owing money to somebody else. So a couple good things to ask yourself are, is it a good thing or is it a bad thing? Now, most of us look at debt as being a bad thing because, obviously there's interest accumulating on that debt and it's getting worse and worse and worse and worse, and we try and pay it down and it won't pay down because the interest keeps accumulating, assuming you're in that situation, which I know a lot of people are these days. So I think Robert Kiyosaki really said it best in his book called Rich Dad, Poor Dad. And I'm just paraphrasing here, so don't write me an email stating, you got it all wrong. But basically what he said was that there are two types of debt. There's good debt, and this is debt that somehow produces cash flow or income. So you've purchased something that is then going to allow you to create income in your life, and therefore it's creating cash flow, or in other words, in creating money coming in as new income or wealth, basically. So that was a long description, but for example, financial education. So although the education does not actually produce an income, it's the fact that you can then take that education and go out and apply it to produce an income. Investments that produce a positive income. If you go into debt to get an investment that produces an income, it's actually a good debt to have because you've now done what's called leveraged your money, or by using debt. So in other words, money you didn't have to create more money, or in other words, cash flow coming in. So this is a good thing. And also to invest in investments that appreciate. So for example, stocks and bonds might be good investments if you could predict well that they were going to appreciate, or say real estate that you knew was going to appreciate based on the market or the area that it was in. And then there's bad debt, which is basically the opposite of good debt due to purchases that depreciate, or in other words, are liabilities. And of course, Rich Dad actually defines them a little bit different than we would normally. So Robert's definition of a liability is something that actually costs you money. So technically, on our financial statements, we'll list a car as an asset, but since it costs us money, and it's not necessarily gaining us any money unless you're using your car for your business, it's actually a liability, and you've put that, paid for it, with debt, and therefore is actually bad debt. So, thanks for tuning in. Tomorrow we'll talk more about how I can help you get out of debt. If you'd like to know how close you are to being bad debt free right now, I want you to start doing a few steps. So here are the steps. 1. Right now, open a second tab. Do not close this tab, okay? I want you to leave this tab open the whole time on your computer, and I will wait for you. Go ahead and do that right now. And then come back. Okay, great. Now, copy and paste the link below into your web browser. It's www.wmiwaonline.com. So paste that into the browser field for the website address at the top of your browser for the tab that you just opened, and then click enter. Now fill out the analysis. Then print or save a copy of the analysis. This is for your eyes only. You will never have to discuss it with any of our staff members, and there is no record kept online with the business or anything like that. It is only for you. Then come back to this tab and pick up the phone and give us a call. Remember, our number is 888-570-4470 to immediately start you on your path towards getting out of debt with the tool that generated your financial analysis. I promise you that this will be the best 20 minutes you've ever spent in your entire life. And this is exclusively from me as a part of what I like to offer my customers. So be sure that you come back to this tab and get the telephone number, pick up the phone, and call. Do not delay. Do this right now. Okay? Go ahead. Do your financial analysis and then call us. 888-570-4470. Have a wonderfully prosperous day. Thanks.